an avid reader, and I've just finished 2 books this year already, 10 days in, and one of them is called Winning, and the other one's called Relentless. Both of them written by Tim Grover, and I highly recommend that you give them a read. You can Google Tim Grover and it'll tell you about the background, and I share a little bit in this video as well. The extract from the book is just his last paragraph, or in fact his last page, when he shares kind of his closing parts of wisdom, and it's well worth a listen. So this talks about that, and it's about mindset shift, it's about raising your game, raising your bar, and 2 books I highly recommend. But listen to this last paragraph of Relentless. I'm going to be familiar with this because we spoke about it yesterday, but it's a bit of a refresher and a good. So I've been fairly on it with reading and focused around that. There's 2 fantastic books, which obviously I'm in no way promoting with, but Tim Grover's Relentless, and I mentioned this before, and Tim Grover's book Winning. Both of them are absolutely exceptional with regards to the information they share. This is now done, so somebody can take that off. Halima's got the Winning one. So if you want to, I'd just suggest even investing. I don't recommend you guys buy books, but I would highly recommend you buy these books because I'm definitely going to read them again. It's a complete mindset shift. It raises the game, raises the bar of how you operate, and gives you a different perspective and a reflection. And it talks about comparing different people. And obviously, so for those who don't know Tim Grover, he's the coach for Michael Jordan, he's the coach for Kobe, and coached other basketball legends from there as well. If we think about perception of a lot of people, especially if I think about certain people in my friendship group, their perception is they got there because they were lucky, because they were in the right place at the right time, because they're particularly talented. He openly says in this book that Michael Jordan is not the most talented basketball player he's ever worked with. Okay, if anyone knows Shaq O'Neal, probably one of the most talented or perceived talented basketball players. Won a lot of rings, but you wouldn't put him in the same bracket probably as Kobe and Jordan for different reasons. He's gone down the business route and built quite a business empire, as has Jordan. But it's the perception of the market that is fortunate and he was lucky and he got in the right place at the right time. Absolutely not. This guy got a job through complete going out there and messaging and outreaching, and he was, there's an element of being in the right place at the right time, but you've got to ask the bloody question. If he sat in his bedroom and never messaged anyone, he'd just been an average PT that would never have coached and raised the game of some of the best athletes in the world. So this is his final part. There's acknowledgements and different bits in here and a bit of a story, but that plugs a little book for his. But this is in the final chapter what he says. Always demand more of yourself than others demand of you. Be honest with yourself and you'll be able to meet every challenge with confidence and a deep belief that you are prepared for anything. Life can be complicated, the truth is not. I truly believe I have 0 limitations. You should believe the same about yourself. Listen to your instincts. They're telling you the truth. I want the satisfaction of knowing that every move I make, every thought, every idea, every action takes me further than anyone else has ever gone and makes me better at what I do than anyone else in the world. That's what drives me. Whatever drives you, let it take you where you want to be. Everything you want can be yours. Be a cleaner and go get it. Be relentless. Done. Next. So there's a couple of things in there that you're not going to be familiar with. One is going to be the cleaner, and the one is going to be why he says be relentless, done, and then next. Because cleaners are, I'm not going to go through the absolute definition of a clean like we did previously, but we can go through that in a different session. But what he talks about is that people at the top of their game always achieve something and they're already on to the next thing when they've achieved it. If you ever think about, this doesn't make you a cleaner at the top of your game, but if you ever think about when you bought a deal, probably not your first one, you're certainly your second one, and then you're like, right, great, and then you're like, right, I've done that now, I need the next one. The worst thing about boarding a deal is you've lost your best lead. I can't remember who I stole that from. I think it's Grant Cardone. And then you're already on to the next thing. You're already on to, right, last year's done. The end of last year, we're already preparing for 2023 because you want to be the best, because you want to be the top, because your standards are higher, because you want to achieve more, okay? So always demand more of yourself than others demand of you, okay? There's some important messages in that text. I'm going to read it one more time. Always demand more of yourself than others demand of you, Be honest with yourself, and you'll be able to meet every challenge with confidence and the deep belief that you're prepared for anything. Life can be complicated. The truth is not. I truly believe I have zero limitations. You should believe the same about yourself. Listen to your instincts. They're telling you the truth. I want the satisfaction of knowing that every move I make, every thought, every idea, every action takes me further than anyone else has ever gone and makes me better at what I do than anyone else in the world. That's what drives me. Whatever drives you, let it take you where you want to be. Everything you want can be yours. Be a cleaner and go and get it. Be relentless. Done. Next. Okay, I'm not going to go through the ins and outs of that, but there's lots of really, really damn good stuff, especially in that book. But also, obviously in a huge amount of variety of books and reading to get there. But I think the first part of that sentence really, or the first part of the page I've just read out of, always demand more of yourself than others demand of you. And I truly believe I have zero limitations. You should believe the same about yourself. So worth reflecting on that, take it in your own way with regards to where to get to and where to get at.